Welcome back to Blake's Take. I'm Blake Neiman, and I'll give you my take on local and national sports from the Willamette Valley and beyond. Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you all had a great Christmas today, filled with family time and sports and all of that. And my Christmas gift to you is some local sports action and some national action that we had today on this wonderful Christmas day. Friday, Christmas. What possible better day could you ask for? So I hope you all had a great day out there. And my greatest gift of all for Christmas is you guys listening in to me. I'm so blessed to have you guys here, and thank you so much for all of you who tune in each and every day. I appreciate the support so much. You don't even know how much it means to me. So let's get right into some sports action that we had today with the NFL and the Saints facing off against the Vikings in a great historic matchup that we had today. The man himself, Alvin Kamara, would get things started for the Saints with a wide-open gap 40-yard touchdown run to take the early 7-0 lead. However, the Vikings would then come back with an elite running back of their own in one Dalvin Cook for the rushing touchdown. Yet Kamara would just come right back again for his second straight touchdown. Mike Boone would then get to the outside and cut away into the end zone for the Viking touchdown. Yet with less than just a minute remaining, the Saints would come back with Kamara again to cap off the hat-trick first half with 3 touchdowns. Crazy. The Vikings would come out strong, though, after the half with Cousins throwing one to his wide-open tight end and Irv Smith Jr. into the end zone. Nevertheless, the Vikings defense still couldn't seem to change in the first half, with them still not being able to shut down Kamara. Cousins would then drive the Vikings down the field once again and cap it off with another connection to Irv Smith Jr. To start off the fourth, Kamara would then power his way in for his 5th touchdown of the game, which is the most by any player since 2003. Yet, we're still not done here, boys. On the Saints' next drive, they would actually score with someone other than the name Calvin Kamara, with Taysom Hill mowing over defenders like usual. The Vikings would then get some last-minute momentum in this game and hope in the game, with Cousins finding his star receiver Adam Thielen in the corner of the end zone on 4th and goal to tie up the game and put the game within 2 scores. Yet all of those Christmas Day wishes for the Vikings would be crushed, and the Saints' wishes would be brought to life, with Alvin Kamara copying off his dominant, crazy performance with his 6th rushing touchdown of the game, which makes him tied for all-time NFL single-game rushing touchdown record. The Saints get the 52-33 win, but more importantly, their star running back, Alvin Kamara, has 6 rushing touchdowns and ties the NFL all-time rushing touchdown in a single-game record. The only player to ever accomplish such a feat other than him was Ernie Nevers, all the way back in nearly a century ago in 1929, back with the leather helmet days. So just an incredible performance on Alvin Kamara's part on Christmas Day of all days. Just the best Christmas wish you could ask for. Just an incredible performance by him. He really thanked his O-line, definitely needed to after the performance he had, and just historic performance by Alvin Kamara, history in the making, and just record-breaking numbers. In fact, he had 53 fantasy points for all you fantasy players out there. Really improved your team and just probably won you over half of the points. So just an incredible performance by Alvin Kamara, and great win for the Saints on this Christmas Day. As far as NBA, though, we always like to grab some hot cocoa, cuddle by the fire, and watch some Christmas Day NBA action. This year, no different. Starting off with the NBA's favorite team right now in the Brooklyn Nets. The Nets blew out the Celtics today 123-95, with KD and Kyrie leading the way with a combined 66 points. Looking like KD and Kyrie are forced to be reckoned with in the East and are going to be a dominant force in the NBA as a whole. On to KD's former team in the Golden State Warriors. They're not doing so hot. The Warriors got crushed once again, their second straight crushing, with a 138-99 loss. This time by another dominant team in the East in the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis' sidekick all-star Chris Middleton led the way for the Bucks victory with 31 points, while the Warriors' sloppy defense contributed to the rest of the Bucks' points. So horrible loss for the Warriors, and a lot of improvements that need to be made to this team if they want to make a good run and try and make it to the playoffs. Next, we have the Pelicans versus the Heat, where despite Zion Williamson's incredible 32-point performance, the Heat's chemistry worked together too well to get them the 111-98 victory. Then, last but definitely not least, we go down to LA, where the Lakers faced off against Luka in the Mavs. The Lakers got their comfortable win with Anthony Davis leading the way with 28 points, while the young star Luka Doncic put up a fight with the Mavs with 27 points and 7 assists. Things still looking promising for both of these teams. Even though the Mavs start 0-2, we know that Luka can make some magic and get them back into the really running and bit better part of the Western Conference and better part of the NBA. So we'll see how it turns out for both of these teams, but I know for sure that they're going to make good runs in this playoff and the good runs in this NBA season with solid records. As far as local sports, no basketball action, no football action, no high school new news. Looks like we're all just celebrating a wonderful Christmas time this week around here. So that's what us Oregonians do, and just celebrate the holidays with our loved ones and the ones we love to most. But we're going to get back at it next week. So thank you for tuning in to this special holiday edition of Blake's Take. I appreciate you all who support. It's the best present I could get out of anyone from anything. You can support me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and or YouTube. And I will see you all tomorrow. Merry Christmas.